most important thing you can do right now is sign up for MEXC. You got given away $9,100. You must use the link in the description to get half price trading fees. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, can you hold on to this key level? Bitcoin is at overhead resistance, and I'll show you. This is the weekly chart, and this makes it real clear. We're going to start the higher term time frames. You have this huge green candle, which had a lot to do with the BlackRock funds news, where they have $10 trillion worth of assets under management, and they're talking about a ETF, and that definitely gave us a huge bullish engulfing candle. Why is it bullish engulfing? Is because if you take the size of the candle and you kind of slide it across here, it engulfs or covers all of the previous price action that we'd seen, right? So very bullish, solid green candle. However, if you can imagine how many buyers were here buying at this dip, right? Buying at this dip, buying at this dip, buying at this dip. This was posted in group, and I said load up on altcoins right here, because this is a bear trap. Bears got trapped and bears got punished, right? These long wicks on top, bull traps, right? The trapped party, bears or the bulls, get punished. And so everybody's breakout trader trained, not everybody obviously, but a majority of the traders, and I'm not saying it's the best strategy, but it's widely used. And the whales and the market makers know this. And so everybody jumps in, buys this breakout, and sign of weakness as a break lower, and then a bearish retest. This is the kiss of death. And that gave us this move to the downside, right? Here, didn't even bullishly retest, right? So when you lose a key level like that, and it happens a lot of times when Bitcoin breaks some crazy numbers, right? And it's because basically everybody just starts taking profits. Now, listen. Most important thing here is, like, you got a big block of sellers just overhead. So it would be very significant to see a break and flip at this level. If you did see a break and flip of close to 32,000, like 31,800, you could take this measured move right here. This will give you an idea on your target if you break out to the upside. Right about 45,000, which is what we've been talking about. Bitcoin bulls have got to show up and flip this level. This is the ceiling. So at the ceiling, it's tough to buy and say, hey, load up on Bitcoin at the ceiling. Now flip it and let me see it retest bullishly, and that'll give you your best buy signal for entry. But right now, even though you printed a nice weekly green candle, and you're back above the 200 simple on the weekly as well. And so, I mean, this is called the bottom down here. And I mean, this was a bear trap, and clearly bears got trapped here. How badly will they get punished? Will they see the upside short squeeze that would make the market run a lot higher? Or will you see some more consolidation? And I'll go over some downside ideas as well. But the most important thing is, again, on the 8-hour chart, like you've got a ton of people that want to get in Bitcoin, and you know, they'd be at levels where you see resistance, right? So they'd be here and stacked here based on this resistance, right? All this price action, right? So there'll be a bunch of buyers here as well. Okay, so 27,000, 28,200, 29,500. There's a bunch of buyers. And technically, you put in on the 8-hour a higher high. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, he says, I joined the leverage group a month ago and I made 5 times my entire portfolio. Leverage group's amazing. Just the atmosphere is worth the money. Yeah, it's play by play. Everybody's like calling out their trades. You got top traders that are up 50x, 100x, takes all the guesswork out of trading. This person, he's no longer working, made 229% profits on this leveraged short, killing it. So the leverage trading group, you can join. I extended the 60% off. You can still get in for a limited time at these prices. If you want to join leverage trading, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. We'll get you in there. You can go to cryptorev.net. If you want to sign up for spot or gem pick group, which we nailed 33%, 37%, 38%, 84%. Our technical analysis is not a crystal ball. It's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy because everybody uses it. Right? And so people understand that the price came here, bounced many times, right? And so that gives you, and then bounced here twice. So that gives you these levels of support where when the buyers jump in, then you get more ideas for upside. If this thing breaks out to the downside, definitely don't want to be holding a bunch of coins on a downside break of a rising, broadening wedge with a possible double top if the bulls can't push through the major overhead resistance we talked about on the weekly chart. I mean, just remember, these levels are key on the weekly. So all the sellers are stacked right there. Sunday night, Monday morning. We're not trying to predict this. We are trying to react to Bitcoin's price moves. And as much news as we had lately, this market has been tough to trade. I mean, we had multiple weeks of downside, slow downside, and then some news came out and a pump right to the ceiling. Bitcoin halving clock is counting down. The next halving date, April 16th, 2024. We're looking for a halving run up. The easiest money that you can make in crypto is coming. Don't worry. If you haven't made a bunch of money yet, we've had probably one of the worst bear markets because of all the news that crushed the markets and how people literally lost everything blindly to Luna and FTX, obviously. Things that people wouldn't imagine fell apart. And so 295 days, half the amount of Bitcoin is going to be produced. Bitcoin is built to go parabolic based on this idea. Political animal is taking shape in the latest US crypto legislation. And this is good. This is what we need. However, this legal expert is saying that the market structure discussion draft, it's a good start, but politics are always going to matter. And the idea here is the legislation was proposed by two House Republican committee leaders where it's a working draft. There's some major sections that require ironing out. Was specifically talked about in Mr. Garrison's remarks. He was focused on why Congress needs to act, a point of contention with which the industry has become increasingly frustrated. Like there's lack of clarity, deeply need clear rules of the road, which we don't have. It's just like out of the blue, SEC is just like gunning at whoever. It's like if you're holding a coin and they just are going to call it out, this is security, all of a sudden you're losing money. It's been pretty frustrating in the United States, clearly falling behind as far as cryptocurrency goes. The bill also requires, and just think about this, the bill also requires the SEC to get in the game with respect to the secondary trading of digital assets. That means, okay, after it's produced, is it a security? Is it not? That's what they've been getting. They've been nailing a lot of these cryptos on. It's just been a complaint for a long time that the SEC is refusing to write the rules that acknowledge the benefits of a technology. Like, give us some rules to work with. But again, Robert F. Kennedy enforcing pro-Bitcoin laws if he becomes president, I mean, that would be big. But there has to be some give and take as far as the government goes. They've got to make some changes, and that's all there is to it. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.